Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo June 16, 2022. You could feel a little overwhelmed by too much communication. Maybe you're receiving so many calls on your cell phone that you barely get to breathe, or perhaps you have so many emails piling up that you can't respond to them all. Don't pressure yourself to communicate with everyone today. Make it clear to others that you are busy and you'll connect with them when you can. Take a break and turn your phones off for a while. You need some mental peace. You have a positive outlook on life, so it takes a lot to get you grumpy. But today the demands of friends or loved ones will test your patience. You might find that your temper flares over little incidents, and you feel impatient when dealing with other people. Today would be a good day to spend some time alone. A few hours to decompress will give you a better perspective on things. There is tension in the air, though there is little you can do about it. The harsh atmosphere is in stark contrast to the fun and frivolity you felt throughout the last several days. It seems you received some good news. Perhaps you were finally recognized for all of your hard work. At home, don't brag about your accomplishments, as it would only exacerbate the situation. Be patient and try to sidestep confrontation. Are you going in every direction without being able to figure out where to go? You are a whirling dervish of activity, yet you make no progress. It is clear that this is the time for you to stop your frenzied activity in favor of re-evaluating your life goals. Are they your goals, or those of your family? You are traveling some old, well-worn paths. Why not blaze a trail all your own? Your family doesn't seem to be supporting you as much as usual. Instead, they are critical now and then. Don't go on the offensive, but listen carefully to what they are saying. Who knows, their objections may be justified. It's better to discuss this with friends, as they see matters more objectively. It's a good day for a major purchase, and if you need to go in with someone else on it, so much the better. You may find that you're saving way more than you thought possible on whatever you need. Being tested, you seek proof as to whether the decisions you made regarding your love life are correct. It's possible others make you aware of having made a mistake. This is a good time to re-evaluate your situation. Remain calm, be optimistic about the future and let events unfold. Better times are on the way. You have a certain tendency to overanalyze things. People have surely told you this often. What they don't realize is that you analyze yourself even more than you do others. You think that you understand who you are, but do you really? With today's planetary configuration, you will be asked to take a risk and let your intellect take a back seat to your emotions. You might be surprised by what you discover. Often, the essence of a vibration focuses on the healthiness of relationships. Given your love of social interaction, this can be an important thing for you to consider from time to time. Relationships that feel good for you and demonstrate a beneficial element for both people are special. If you find that there are some people in your life who don't fit this bill, consider your options. You may need to express your feelings to the parties involved so that things can be improved. Today is one of those days in which you might be kicking yourself for not telling the truth in the past. The words which seemed so harmless when you spoke them may now be coming back to haunt you. Today is a very action-oriented day, and there may be some conflict when something you thought was true turns out to not be so. The stars will incite you to express your feelings. Try to get in touch with your more feminine side to your personality. You are a very sensitive, gentle, and nurturing person. In conclusion, be yourself. You will benefit from the stars' influence on your personality, and your friends will be grateful to see you act this way. For the third time in just 2 months but with perfect timing, an alignment between Mercury and Pluto in your work sector begins today. This is an alignment that has happened at least once a year since Pluto's return in 2022, and it was Mercury's retrograde phase that has seen them come together 3 times since just before Christmas. However, this familiar coming together of Mercury's intellectually savvy edge and Pluto's sense of rebellion is the perfect lead-up to a more rare alignment between Venus and Mars, which begins over the weekend for the first time here in 2 decades. While the moon's monthly visit to your friendship sector is important in its own right, its friendly aspect to the sun in your relationship sector today is doing more than just create positive conditions for friendship and relationship building. Before clashing as a full moon next week, this is a confidence boost and a chance to embrace a new sense of resolve when it comes to what you want from your relationships. Our eyes in the sky. Today is a day to stick to the routine, make plans, and try not to give in to anyone's demands. You have set out on this path for a specific purpose. The Sagittarius moon, connecting with Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, urges us to turn our goals into reality. Making lists and checking them twice helps to counteract the scatterbrained, airy vibe. Someone's lesson for you might just be about following your own path. There is a need to go your own way as well as try to bring your friends along with you. For now, this isn't a group effort. Instead, it's the perfect day to plan your future. Paying careful attention to your emotional habits can help propel you to the next level. Making sure you keep yourself on track is what helps you restore your personal energy and keeps you from resenting those who tried to exert their power over you in the past. There is also a strong spiritual aspect here that makes you a more solid presence in the game. This is a short-term transit, and right now you can shift your evolutionary path from a more constructive stance if you think about how to make the necessary changes to elevate your life in a mature way. There is an absence of major cosmic aspects today until afternoon, when the moon creates a sextile to Chiron in Aries, a transit that allows us to cut ourselves some slack. The Sagittarius moon would prefer us not to dwell on the wounded aspects of our psyche, which Chiron loves to dredge up. However, the Sagittarius moon is inherently curious about how things work, which includes the study of our mental processes, and our inclination to fixate on anxieties. Our insecurities are largely self-perpetuated narratives, and we cling to them for the security of beating ourselves to an emotional punch that we assume others will weaponize against us. Stifling self-expression based on this premise is rationally irrational, and the Sagittarius moon permits us to accept what is irrational about our feelings without self-censure. We may not be able to flip the script, but recognizing that the script exists is half the battle here. We additionally come to the awareness that others have their own fears of failure, and when we share our experiences, we give them the confidence to correct their own self-defeating scripts. Following this connection, the moon trines Saturn in Aquarius, engendering confidence and maturity. Who knew that our pain could be best exorcised by taking the focus, and therefore, the weight of expectation, off of ourselves, and witnessing self-doubt through another's eyes? Under this influence, we can assist others with their problems, healing our own fear of incompetence in the process. Close friends benefit from our guidance and trust our judgment, as it is clear we have lived through similar situations and can provide sound advice for dealing with their dilemmas.